Hey everybody, industry expert Glenn Hausman here, and I'm here to help you today learn about how you could energize your meeting spaces and help transform your public space to a more touchless environment. As you know, the world has radically changed. People are going to be using hotels a little bit differently now. I'm not saying we're going to be changing things forever, but certain trends that were in the marketplace prior to the COVID crisis have been accelerated. We're heading this direction anyway. So now it's time to maximize opportunity. That's why I have with us today Mr. Corey Allen of Almo. Corey, great to see you. I love that you guys are thinking about how to get hoteliers re-energized to be able to sell their meeting rooms in a way that better appeals to the way that people are working in 2021.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Glenn. Yeah, so pre-COVID, I feel like those spaces were underutilized to a very high degree. And I think post-COVID, when we start to think about reintroduction into the workplace, which I think is going to be stifled a bit for quite some time, the need for those in-person meetings, I think is going to be one of those things within the hotel spaces that's going to continue to grow. That's a common space where everybody can come at the same time. So the ability to outfit those rooms is something that we have the capability to do. And we see that being something that becomes very popular here in the near future.
Fascinating. And you're talking about really how to give people the technology to be more productive during meetings. In particular, what are some of the types of technology that people are installing in meeting rooms to make sure they can be competitive and get meetings that people weren't even thinking about holding a year or so ago?
Yeah, I think one of the things is going to be collaboration, right? You have folks coming into these spaces from multiple organizations. The collaboration feature of that is going to be one thing that's going to be such a strong area of concentration. I think in addition to that, and you've already made mention of that a little bit, is kind of a touchless approach as well, right? For the health and safety piece of this and for sanitization purposes, there's going to have to be that aspect that's going to be integrated in those spaces as well.
So what we're really talking about is revving up your meetings business and giving you the tools in order to do that, while also creating a more touchless environment in the public spaces, lobbies, restaurants, bars, all of that kind of stuff, to not only make people more secure, but to really respond to how people want to connect with hotels and the hospitality experience today. But I got to tell you, Corey, the thing that I find most interesting is we're in a giant labor shortage right now. But you guys help with some labor solutions too to run all of this gear, yes?
Yeah, correct. So what we can do is we can do kind of everything from beginning to end. So we can do the full system implementation on a particular project. So we can help install from everything from simple projector solutions to high-end conference room solutions, and then we can also support it on the back end. That's the great part, is that it's not just deploy and forget; it's deploy and support. So we have capabilities much beyond just the initial installation.
That's pretty cool, because what we're talking about here is you don't have to hire somebody necessarily and get them up to speed, or find a temporary person to handle that particular meeting, and they'll be sitting in front of all this gear going, I don't know, right?
That is correct.
You have properly trained professionals that can be up and running in an instant. But the other thing that you're doing is you're really evolving your program to make sure that that gear, that equipment, all of the investment that these hoteliers are making can stay up and running for years to come.
That's correct. Yeah, one of the things that we're going to be doing is, providing SLAs, so long-term agreements, to be able to support the equipment that we deploy in those spaces.
Excellent. That's fantastic. So I'm interested. I know that people watching are interested. How can we learn more? How can we find you?
Yeah, I'd say visit almoproav.com and /installation services.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for being here, Corey. So, all right, everybody. Once again, I have to underscore, you need to be prepared. Meetings are going to be different. There's going to be different types of people coming in to do those meetings, and smart AV is the way to be able to capture that audience. Now, listen, even if the COVID crisis never happened, we would still be having this conversation. Technology is moving forward. Society is moving forward. You need to move forward in your hotel and get some great AV. All right, I'm Glenn Hausman. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.